Hi, I'm Tafsila. I'm a Sherman 5 family member and also a Sherman 5 member of the Sherman Theatre. I'm also a mum of 3 children. I've got 2 girls and a little boy. And in my spare time, I like to go to the gym. I've started recently my own blog and a little bit of stand-up comedy. I hadn't really been to the theatre before joining Sherman 5. I went when I was in school, but after that, from a personal, I didn't really go. I didn't really think it was accessible for blind and visually impaired people, and yeah, I didn't really look into seeing what was out there. I didn't really think it was for me. I went to see the Mother F with the Hat with my sister, who's also visually impaired, and we also went with a friend that's also blind and has a guide dog, and with this show, it was an adult show, so we had a touch tour beforehand, and our friend didn't actually know what a touch tour was, so he was quite new to it. We got to look around the stage, have a look at some of the props on the tables, and then we had a chance to speak to the actors, which was nice because I think it relaxes them as well and gives them a bit of an insight of what people with visual impairments and blind people are like. And because a couple of them were playing 2 different characters and things, they gave us an example of their real voices, and then they put on their voices from the show, which helps a lot when you're actually watching the show, because then you know which character is which. And in that touch tour, in that actual show, that it was advertised as having adult language and nudity, and then one of the characters said, "Oh yeah, and by the way, I'm the one that shows my bum in the show." And I just said to him, "Oh, I thought that was going to be part of the touch tour," and he just handed me his arm and said, "Here you go, you can have a preview." So that was nice because they weren't scared, or they kind of, I think, enjoyed it as well as us. And I wouldn't ever have gone to the theatre on my own before. And I'd say, yeah, Sherman 5 has kind of ironically opened my eyes to kind of what is out there for blind people, because I didn't know theatres had audio description. I knew they were in cinemas, but I didn't know that was there for theatre. And I didn't know what a touch tour was before visiting the Sherman 5. I also volunteer for the RNIB, and through them a project came about called See the Funny Side, which they wanted blind and visually impaired people to put together a stand-up routine and then perform it within 2 weeks. So we had 1 week which was a workshop with a mentor, a comedian, and then the next week we performed that. I think with people like Guy from the Sherman and just other people in the theatre world, I felt more comfortable with being in that kind of experience, and I thought, well, I'll go for it and see what happens. So I really enjoyed it, and people say I'm quite a natural, so that's always good. The overall effect of being a Sherman 5 member has been quite a big one in different aspects of my life. The first one I'd say is me being able to enjoy theatre with my children, which was something we didn't do before. It's also, with the volunteering as a Sherman 5 rep, has built up my confidence, and I've learned a lot about what is out there in theatre access, and it's changing slowly, but I've kind of become a part of that change, which I'm enjoying, and also just meeting new people from different backgrounds and learning about what their barriers are is really interesting. Sherman 5 has given me a ticket to I'd say it's given me a ticket to theatre as a whole, because I think I had the kind of door shut on that area of culture, and it's just kind of opened up that world for me.